wait, I'm not ready. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Deep Soul Tarot. Welcome if you're new. My name is Kelly, and welcome to the Daily Dish Tarot, where we get food for thought to nourish our souls and give us guidance for the day, the week, whenever we need it. And welcome back to my soul tribe. Hello, soul tribe. Love you. Well, let's get into this. Today, when I'm recording this, is Wednesday, so we're going to do our Wednesday wisdom for the week, for the day, for the week, whatever. I have done a weekly read, and we did have the Three of Swords in there, so some of us may be, in the collective, may be dealing with some tough times right now. Let's see. So I've done the Monday moods and the Tuesday tempos. The moods kind of go with the moon, the shift with the moon, so it kind of gives our feeling for the week. And then Tuesday, or for that day, whatever. And then Tuesday, we get the tempos, which to me is actions. And so then I use Wednesdays for some wisdom from our spirit guides and masters and spirits. So let me focus here a little bit. I was going to cut the deck, but I wasn't focused. Alrighty, one more shuffle. Let's get going. Let's see what's going on here for us. Now, these are general reads, so they may not resonate for all of you. So just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These are timeless reads. So you may be watching it on another day or, another week, another month, whatever. Time is an illusion and energy is fluid. So any of the things that come up in these readings can happen at a different day, a different time. So just so you know that. This kind of gives us guidance for, and I just happen to be recording on Wednesday, June 17th, 2025. Happy Wednesday to y'all. Happy Hump Day. Ace of Cups. Now this was in yesterday's reading. Yesterday's reading was all about, the title was Be Your Own Hero, and I'll put a card up at the end, towards the end of the video. So anywhere past the halfway point. Was Be Your Own Hero and claim victory. So we're going through tough times, but we're going to do, as a collective, what is best for our higher self. And in the end, we're going to claim victory because of it. And you can watch it and see if it fits your scenario. Again, these are general reads. But we have the Ace of Cups today, which is beautiful. So that's the overall energy. So many of us have already made that step and are on that path of moving forward on our own. And, yeah, okay. Well, yeah. All right. Let's stop here. So we have the Ace of Cups. And then we have the Page of Swords. Finding the truth. Looking at things almost in a new way and seeing it almost like third party, like you stepped outside yourself and you see it. And you may have thought about it for a while. You may have analyzed it. You may have gotten some more information just to make sure the decision you make was what you wanted to make, and you saw things clearly. Can we get any better than that? The Sun and the Ace of Cups, filling our own cup, doing what's best for us, feeling that victory, feeling the strong sense of I'm free. I can see myself now going in the direction that I want to go, that I need to go. Yes, and after that is the Queen of Cups. Yes, being in touch with your emotions and trusting your intuition. It's a beautiful energy. So the overall energy is a beautiful energy. Now let's see what we have for our wisdom for today. So the Four of Cups. For some of us, maybe we haven't gotten to that point. That's coming. It's the fours are all about growth, okay? And it's also kind of like taking a pause to allow that growth to happen. So some of us may have already done this. Maybe for some of us, it's a time to stop and think about our emotions. How is this emotionally affecting me? Because somewhere in there, for a good number of us, if not all of us, we are feeling that sense of, I want to say emotional emptiness. But it's going to be, you see how this person is just holding the one cup. That's you, your spiritual self, yourself. And the other three cups are like, yeah, I just don't think this is emotionally serving me anymore. It's just not what I want. I'm not feeling it anymore. You're going to have to excuse me because, there we go. I do not have a, I don't have an ice, I don't want to spill. I knew it was going to go down. Excuse me. I don't have any ice cube tray holders. I'm using the cups you get from like fruit cups or pudding cups. That's a fruit cup. My situation is I'm drinking this. You guys ever drink this stuff? It's not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by it, but if they want to sponsor me, Celsius, and this is Life Fit. I found these at Sprouts. I was shopping at Sprouts, and that's what I'm drinking. They are so good, and they really give me the energy. Forget those pre-made energy drinks. Celsius is where it's at. Anyways, peps me up for this reading. Can you tell? So what we're seeing now is we need to choose a different path. So it may be thinking about our emotions and seeing what emotionally guides us. What we feel inside, this is what's pulling you towards a particular, I think, path. Okay, which you may not see coming. Justice. Okay, now this is where this is where we need to stop here. It's not about emotions. It's about truth. And it's like, justice in the court of law. You're going to go and you're going to, they analyze the evidence. It's like be your own jury. Be your own jury in this one. Because you're going to analyze the evidence and go, okay, when I do A, B, or C, I'm not feeling so good. Whatever it may be. It's just not, I watched a couple of videos recently on people who, I love watching vloggers. And I'd love to do that myself. I'm considering it. If the Wi-Fi gets a little bit better here. Thinking about your life and being totally honest with yourself. Analyzing the evidence in your life. What have you done in your life that may have contributed to some of the things that are happening? And now it's time to face the music, basically, the justice. It's balancing out your life and facing your emotional truth, your mental truth, and your spiritual truth. The justice card is in the major arcana. And that's in the card 11. So 11, it's like getting everything into balance. So being honest about your life. Being honest with yourself. Again, being your own jury. And really thinking. Again, stepping outside yourself and being like a third party and going, if your friend was doing what you're doing, what would you say to your friend? That kind of, or family member, or whatever. Your partner, whomever. What would you say? We can think of it, it's easier to think of it that way because we're a little bit more, hopefully, objective. Okay? So this is the karma card. So just be aware of if you have done something not so great in the past, or being a little bit manipulative, or anything that's a little shady, not horrible, but shady. Just remember that it's karma. It'll bite you, come back to bite you in the arse. So it's best to be honest with yourself and realize that. Now I know why this happened, because I did A or B, and I'm not going to do that anymore, but now I get it. Does that make sense? Here's the Three of Staffs, which also came, I think, at the bottom of the deck yesterday, but I'm not sure. You have the Two of Staffs, choosing your path, and now it's just waiting for that ship to come in. It's a point where you are, it's almost like you've created your own future. The staffs are wands in this deck, if you don't know. So Two of Wands, Three of Wands. It's waiting for that particular ship to come in. It's like, so in this, for some reason, I don't always see it this way, but for some reason I'm seeing that this ship is coming, but it's almost like you're saying, yeah, that was nice, but that's not the one that I wanted. I'm waiting for a particular one. Now, I don't know what that is. Romance? Job? Maybe apartment? It could be anything. But it's just being excited about the future and being bold enough to pick and choose the particular one. Now, you don't want to sit there in that energy too long. Pick the one you want, is what I was going to say. You don't want to be in that energy too long, because then your ship could pass. You may be passing up. So really pay attention. Dude, I love this stuff, man. Okay. Now let's see what's... It's going to be all bad because I just had coffee. Now I'm having this. Our future. What's coming in the near future? You have the Four of Swords. You have two fours here. So for us collective, our wisdom is whatever situation we're in, whatever direction we want to go, it may be a time to take a little bit of a pause to allow ourselves to almost getting used to it, grow into this energy. Does that make sense? The Four of Swords is taking time out to make the right decision, seeing things so you can see things clear. There's that Three of Swords in the background that's lurking. there's that thing that happened to us, many of us. And the Four of Cups is kind of like maybe you were excited about something, the Three of Cups, and you were celebrating something, but it didn't quite work out the way you wanted. There's some sort of underlying energy where something didn't quite work out the way we wanted. But in yesterday's reading, which was about action tempos, check it out. I'll put a card up there as well. It is allowing us, it's telling us to take, our wisdom is to take some time out to allow for growth. Because we've learned a valuable lesson here. All right, and so be in your feelings. Be aware of your thoughts and proceed from there. Now this is the advice, the King of Staffs. Okay, but, being in this energy, be ready to jump at a moment's notice. Because something, for many of us, are, that's outside, by the way, if you hear that noise. Something is going to happen for a good handful of us. Now, I don't know about all of us, but let's say in the next week, the next day, maybe next week, but it's coming soon, that there's going to be this opportunity that comes. You're waiting for this. You are waiting for this. You've been waiting for this. And this King of Staffs is saying that you are confident that you can handle this. I can handle this. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I'm filling my own cup. Yes. All right, let's get into this. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. I talk fast anyways, and then when I have caffeine, I've had no food. It's all caffeine. So food is not all that important to me. I am not a thin person by any means. I'm a fluffy person, if I'm going to be honest. But I don't really eat that much, and I don't eat crap. So it's a little frustrating for me. I'm a little bit older, so your metabolism slows down, unfortunately. But, this is supposed to be really good for energy, but it's supposed to help your metabolism. And I swear to God, I can't see anything difference on the scale, but it makes me feel better when I drink it. So, I don't know. Check it out if you haven't had it. I never got the cans, but I knew someone that drank them, and so I decided to try them. Somebody on YouTube, she's not doing it anymore, but it was a van life thing. I love that stuff. And she was drinking it, so I decided, I saw those, they were on clearance at Sprouts. They were cheap. I think they were only like 99 cents a box, and there's how many in a box? 14. Okay, sorry guys. Distractions. Four of Cups. Queen of Staffs. So this is the divine masculine. This is the divine feminine. Doesn't matter your gender, okay? It's just energy. You're okay, let me calm down here now. I got all excited about the drink. Your passion for this, so here's the thing. If you look at the Four of Cups there, the person, well, I thought they had their eyes closed. Maybe they don't, but they're really concentrating on something. They're just kind of I'm stopping for a minute. And the Queen of Staffs has her eyes closed. Queen of Wands. She has her eyes closed. It's as if you are, I can just taste it. I can just taste this. I want this so bad. It's like right there, and I just can't. And this Queen of Staffs is like sitting back going, I am just going to imagine that it's coming to me. There's you go manifesting. We don't have we make them up. The magician. Because the Queen of Staffs is so charismatic, has that aura, that diva energy, that, I don't know what you want to call it. That juju, if you will. She has the juju that brings things to her. People are drawn to her. It's just her energy, and she expects it. She's a diva. Of course I deserve all this. I deserve to be on the throne. I'm the Queen of Wands. I'm the Queen of Staffs. I am the divine feminine. Honor your divine feminine. Maybe that's what this is all this week. Honor your divine feminine. Don't forget the king, your masculine, who's going to make a decision. But it's bask in that energy for right now, because this is the center of the reading and filling your own cup. Yes? Let's move on. So this isn't a 2-hour video, but Two of Staffs, the Two of Coins. This is getting very, very interesting. Two of Coins. Choosing your path. This card can be read in multiple ways. There's that ship again. It's almost like you're not sure exactly what you may want. Now, this Queen of Wands is going to know. So maybe it's about being decisive, choosing which one you want, because it's almost like you can't have your cake and eat it too. You got to pick one. You got to pick a path here. Maybe later on down the road, you can go and get that as well. But right now, we're focusing on this path, okay? And the Justice card, Seven of Staffs. Where, be honest with yourself, where are you, what are you resisting? If there's an obstacle, are you going to stop or are you going to proceed? It's all about how you envision things and how you perceive it and how you react to it. Obviously the world's going to keep churning. Crap's going to happen to us. I almost said something else. There are things out of our control, but there are certain things you can control, which is how you react to it. Now, it may be crappy. I mean, just like, what the F? Why is this happening? And then you sit back and go, wait a second, I am the Queen of Wands. I can deal with this. That's baby stuff. That's child's play. I'm in it for the real deal here. In it for the real deal. So, let's move on to the Three of Staffs. So, we are waiting for our ship to come in. Yes. But let's see in the recent past. Oh, the Chariot. Nope, you're ready to move forward. You have a lot of fire energy here. You have, staffs, wands. Two of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands. Now, we have Three of Wands here. The Chariot is not fire, but there's the drive there in you. And yesterday, the Strength card came out. More fire energy. You're getting fired up, and if you're not, then get yourself fired up. Be inspired by this, because things are going to start happening. And it's you that's going to drive yourself forward. Once you choose that path, be aware that things are going to happen, and you have to be ready. Okay? Four of Swords here. Oh, celebrate. Celebrate this decision. Celebrate this time alone to think about but once you make that decision, celebrate it. That's coming up, because it's going to open up a lot of doors for you. That's what I'm hearing. King of Staffs, Ace of Coins. There's your opportunity. This is an opportunity you cannot pass. You cannot pass this up. Be ready at any time. You do not want to pass up this opportunity. This is a brand new beginning, a stable beginning. For many of you, or for maybe not many, but a handful of you maybe, new job. Maybe you're going to school. Maybe you've graduated and now you're moving on. All right. I'm getting all excited for y'all. There's the Fool again. Was that the bottom of the deck yesterday? I think so. Taking that first step. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay. And then we got the Ten of Staffs. The Ten of Wands. Okay. We're just going to go with that. Temperance is back there, but the Fool. Again, as in yesterday and the day before, I think, it's all about that first step. If you haven't taken that step yet, baby, it is time. I'm telling you. And you, look at that. You're holding on that wand, that staff, and say, you know what? Victorious. This is the end of that cycle of carrying all these other burdens. All this doubt, fear, or whatever. I'm going for it. Now, this is mastering yourself. You have found a way to do the work and starting to feel good about what you're doing. All right? It could be your spirit team helping. Maybe you're working with other people, because this is about teamwork. But sometimes it's just about the teamwork within you. Me, myself, and I. This channel is all about empowerment and self-improvement and doing things for yourself that will allow everything else in your life to fall into place. Okay? I don't do love readings often for that reason. I like to give people to do self-empowerment, because then you will find the right love. But I may consider throwing that in, twin flame, and that in here and there. So look out for that. And whatever inspires, whatever spirit says. The King of Coins. You are going to be sitting pretty. You are going to be sitting pretty. There you go. You're going to be sitting pretty. It's all about that first step. I don't even know where the deck went. Oh, look at this. Look at this. If you're patient and you balance out your life, it's like balancing your spiritual and physical life, and you get in touch with that higher self, everything in the physical world is going to fall into place. This is the ultimate alchemist. Okay? Taking something that may not look so good or may not be great right now and turning it into something better. There's the Ace of Staffs. The Ace of Wands. There's that inspiration. Oh, here we go. And once you get that inspiration to move on, there's the World card. It's the end, again, the end of a chapter. That came yesterday. The Two of Swords and the Hanged Man were in yesterday. I'm telling you, and the High Priestess. Watch yesterday's video. Some of you may be indecisive. Maybe think about it. Stop and think about it, though. You don't want to be irrational now. This is a transitional period, so we don't want to get crazy. Trust your intuition. The universe is giving you a window to the spiritual world, and let's open our eyes and let us see everything that we can have. But it's up to us, all right? Okay. So excited for y'all. I don't know about myself, but for y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new, please do consider subscribing. Subscribe and join the tribe. Be part of the Soul Tribe. Thank you for who are part of the Soul Tribe that returned to come and see this. Again, Wanda and I'm going to say Gina. I don't know who Gina is. Maybe there's a Gina out there. Wanda and, oh my God, Lisa. Shoot. Wanda and Lisa were my OGs from the very beginning and have followed me and supported me. I don't know if they watch anymore. I don't know if they're out there, but I love them to death. So I love you too. I should have said that in the beginning. Wait till I get to the Aries reading. Ha, Lisa. Give me a thumbs up if you like these. It helps us get out the algorithm. You're paying it forward so other people can see this message if they need it. It also helps my channel, and I very much appreciate that. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell icon button so you can get notified, and comment down below. I love hearing from you all. Is any of this resonating for anybody? You know, I love to hear those things. But I'm going to let you go. I will see you in the next one. I have a summer solstice video coming out. Check that out. I also have a new channel called Chariot Around the Moon, only for Cancer. It's for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any place you have in your chart. If you want to watch Cancer, Leo Cuspers, Leo Cancer Cuspers. I also have a cusp reading coming out. I got a lot of stuff coming out, so hit that bell icon button and subscribe if you want to have any of that. And tomorrow's Thursday Thoughts. So it's more thoughts on this situation. Join. All right. I will see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.